Works. You're 50 kVA. 48, 46, 42. Nice.
That's not that pleasant, but it probably works. Probably don't need to calibrate it.
It's good then.
It's good. We'll just call it good. Okay, moving to the next thing. We'll see if it's actually generating a spark. And where. Do some base timing things and see how much we have to move. It's actually quite nice just to be able to pull it out the door, eh?
Yeah.
I think we've done quite well there. If we had a bigger table, we could just set it all out here, and then it can all go back in, like an operating table. Please don't make me do that again.
Ready?
Well, we've got some cylinders working. We've got some cylinders happening. I don't know which ones, but we've got some working. I'm not sure I got it right, but we're mostly right. Timing's about right. It doesn't have nice individual headers that we can get at.
No.
To check temperatures.
It's good to log.
I've got an antifreeze smell happening. Hey, it goes. Vroom vroom. Okay, let's get it running on all 8, eh? Woo! We just got to work out which ones it's not running on. It's a good start. I didn't film when I was correcting up the firing order. It was a bit of a mission, but I got there. Yeah. I just stay quiet, stay focused, and Jason stayed out of my way. Good enough fuel back there?
No.
No fuel?
No.
Hey, they don't run very well without any fuel.
Nope. You're nada.
We'll get some more fuel.
It's about as good as a leaky toilet. This is not creamer petrol.
No, not cream of petrol. We were using real petrol this time. Whew. I'm not sure that was our best decision.
What is that?
Because our little, you know, they hold 15 psi really well, but it looks like a little balloon. Yeah, it definitely looks balloon-like.
I think it was going to be the best.
Well, we know now. So we got nothing happening on number 2. And we got nothing happening on number 7 over here. Here's hoping I've just got them around the wrong way. I've still got no number 7. We got number 2. So number 2 is good now. So number 2, the injector pin had just done this and wasn't plugged. That's not a root symbol, and hadn't plugged in properly. So we just work on one cylinder at a time, one problem at a time. It actually sounds pretty good on 7. Sounds pretty good. Except it's not running on number 7 itself. On the other 7. It would be good it'll sound good when it's on 7. Like number 7 is running.
Maybe it wants to be V6.
Well, it was being a V6, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It didn't sound very good, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. V6 don't sound very good anyway. Straight sixes sound much better.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Right. Do I just swap coils? Or do I pull that plug out? It's the best cylinder to get at.
Oh yeah, it's easy.
Yeah. I'm just going to swap the coils actually. See if it moves.
Yeah, it will, but
Hope the magic fairies just come along and fix it for us.
go home tonight, come back tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll just be fixed.
Yeah.
It'll just be fixed.
Yeah.
Oh wait. You know what's going to help? You know what's going to help, Jace? It's getting late in the day. See this plug here? There's lack of continuity with this plug and the ECU. That's all the injectors and all the coils. The driver, so the driver's working. So number 7 injector driver's working fine, and that's why I leave these long. Sit on. So what I did there for diagnosis was I whipped number 7 coil and put it in here, and I knew the cylinder was working, and it didn't make number 7 work, and it didn't make this one stop, so we know the problem's back there. And we make these quite long so we can interchange them. So I changed the injector driver. So putting this injector driver, number 5, onto number 7, didn't change it. And putting the injector drive from 7 onto 5, number 5 did pick up. So we know that the injector drive is working. So it comes down to an injector fault, spark plug, something in the cylinder, that'll be bad. But we did compression test it when we assessed it originally. And again, I've just got to do the pulling up of the wires. Probably not bothering about that, right? Onward and upward. It's black, it's sooty. Is it just... Did we just foul it on the startup?
Mm.
Could it just be a spark plug, just from everything being yucky, and any fuel pooling went to the back cylinder? Can you find me another one? Just lock up the IAC finger. We're going to light. And where's our sucky noise coming from?
My finger.
Oh, it's your finger, the sucky noise.
Yeah.
That's right. Right, I need to set some idle speed numbers, mate. They're quite a bit high. There's fuel hoses running through the car. 1 litre at a time, not enough?
Well, no, listen, litre.
Oh, it's less than a litre.
800 mils.
It's getting dark. Let's set some base timing.
I think it worked last time. But it might be its last.
It's not going.
I don't think it. I think
It's above fan switch. Give me a jump wire, I'll jump it in. I'll give it some power. I couldn't hold the split pin. It got very hot very fast.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, the fan did do something.
It absolutely did do something.
Doesn't sound very healthy, but it did something.
Yeah. That's a 20 amp fuse. All right, we got bigger. Bridging wires in. There's a 25. It's getting hot. Oh, it's calmed down now. I've got it in properly.
That works.
Fan works. Being Tefsel, it should handle it.
Eh?
It should handle it with Tefsel.
Well, it's only 25 amps and it fires. Don't be more than that.
We'll put an amp gauge in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Alright. I think we'll call it a night. Well done. What a honey now. Right. I think we're nearly ready for a test drive.
What, for 100 metres?
Yeah, I'm not sure about this bonnet because it actually jams on our fuel supply.
If you stick it through, well, where I had it through here,
Oh, it goes through there, right?
one goes through there.
Well, we've got to put two through there now because I put a second one. We'll get both of them. But we'll just put a little bit of a block. We're not like we're going really fast.
Well, it's not going to go very far either. How far can we drive on a litre of fuel?
Yeah.
It's 800 mils of fuel.
Just before we go for a test drive, just a bit of information for the owner. That plug there, alternator light and water temp, and they go across to the water temp gauge on the dash and the alternator light on the dash. This plug, it's got a power and an earth in it, and that is narrow band oxygen sensor going back to the ECU for on the narrow band oxygen sensor pin. We were planning on putting a wide band in it, but it doesn't accept a wide band, it only accepts as a narrow band, but that is available. This plug, it's got all the extra sensors, so extra oil pressure, oil temp, fuel pressure, fuel temp, and TPS.
Yes, TPS switch.
And yeah, that like the idle switch.
Yeah.
So that's in that one.
This is the orange wire.
So that's if it gets like a different ECU later on, those will be used. And here, that's your fan, is the end one. We've done the testing on that last night. We've got a big amp, we've got a 25 amp fuse in there, and I think we've got a 30 amp here. There's a spare 30. And there's your fuel pump wiring, which of course that's going to our bucket of noise in the back. Your fuel pump wiring was tied to the rail outside the rub bar. And then there's a big power cable, this one here. There's the clip there. We saw the little loom that goes across, so there's actually only 4 wires connecting, or 5 wires if you count that big one, into this setup into the car. So it's nice and simple. If you change it or you pull it apart, and it does all just unplug. We're going to put that in there. There's a hole in the back there to fill up to in the firewall when you have the body off, so we don't want water coming into the battery box. I put a bit of rubber on the bottom to stop things slipping around, and there's a little bit of mounting when you're working in there. Right, let's put that in there. Let's give a test drive. It's all going to tuck into the glove box quite nicely, and we've got the serial port. Ruben, some mounting to do, mate. Rubber's in there. It's all pretty straightforward. Probably come out and be unplugged anyway when you lift the body. Brakes? Are they a suggestion? How did it actually go into gear? Wait.
Oh, hang on.
We go with high 2 to start with. Is there a reverse gear? I want to go backwards.
Oh, okay. 4 speed.
Hey, Jace.
The clutch works.
It's not even really noisy.
Wow. Well, the brakes are definitely a there's no booster assist. Like that's it. Get through.
We could have but they'll be all seized up, so there'll be no free play. Woo! We're moving. Actually feels okay.
Yeah.
At 3 kilometers per hour. This is going to be the whole extent of the drive. Fuel tank is lasting okay.
Oh, look, better one.
Oil pressure's good. No water temp at the moment. We've got to get around that corner. Woo, woo!
Whoa, it's so short. It's like driving a forklift.
That's my new motorbike. Farm bike.
Oh, we've got fucking cruise control happening.
So you think it might need some tuning? What happened?
Clutch is right in the top.
Oh yeah, the clutch is ugly. Which is expected. It's been sitting in the shed for ages, but it works. And the release bearing isn't really, really noisy.
Yeah.
It only makes a little bit of noise.
Not third gear.
Woo! Do you want to go down the race?
We've got enough fuel supply.
Oh, top it up. On the move. Hey, quit wiggling around. I don't want to waste it. I'm missing. Yeah, mate, we got a full tank again. I'm tangled up in fuel lines.
That's what you're kicking out the fuel out the back.
Pull up the back of the vehicle with fuel. Oh, no, we're good. How did my tune go after I reloaded it last night? I wasn't happy with the tune last night. It was TPS set up, it was shitty and yucky, so I did a reload. You can just do a reset back to factory settings, and it drives adequately. It always needed to go on the dyno, we always knew that, so not really a big issue.
Oh no, you're your brother with a tractor.
The goats.
Oops. Oh.
We've got to attempt to turn around and use brakes.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, let's not fight the tractor. Oh. It's a nice day. It's a beautiful day. It's a little bit petrol-y. I think the fuel tank breather system isn't ideal. Find that reverse.
What, the cabin breather?
Yeah. The open air breather.
Oh, hang on.
Jace, how tight are you going? You know, there is a track back there.
I don't know, it's sounded.
First. So this is the first drive after about 15 years of sitting in a shed. It's actually reasonably economical. We've still got plenty of X. Yes. We've still got like half a tank.
Oh. It's just thick.
It'll get back fine.
Brakes aren't.
A suggestion?
Suggestion is nah. No, the brakes are
They'll be seized.
maybe.
Oil pressure's coming now with the oil's warming up. The oil pressure's dropping back a little bit, but it's still really high. Water temp's come up nice. It's coming up like it should. Alternator charges. That's the stuff we'll need to do. And it runs. It can drive onto the trailer, and then we'll have to take bucket of noise back out. I think we're going to call this one done. It's driving, it's doing what it should. What an awesome result, really happy. Customer's going to take it home, do the chassis, sort brakes, sort all that other stuff. We'll catch you later.